Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last episode of Descent into Avernus before we break for Christmas and New Year's. When we last left this group of intrepid heroes as they venture through the underworld of the first layer of hell, they had found safe haven within, well, Arcus and Cyanus's home, given the fact that they needed to stay somewhere after dealing with Bell and all of his intricacies, I guess is what we'll call them. They have 9 adamantium rods, and, well, who knows what's happening?
We gave those rods back.
No, you did not. He didn't take them. You tried to give them back, and he told you to keep them.
We're going back to Eltrul.
Because he does not want them. Well, not so much that he doesn't want them, he doesn't care that you guys have them.
What a weird flex.
I don't know, man. He's a demon. There's no rhyme or reason to demons. So, that being said, Adira, you had something you wanted to talk with Amaranth about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Time to go find my good pal Amaranth and hang out for a little bit.
They're not hard to find. We're in the mansion still.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are still in the.
Is it like a magnificent mansion or is it just like a?
It's a mighty fortress.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they'd probably just be brooding somewhere in a corner. It's kind of like this.
Oh, your room is specifically tailored to you, by the way, Decca.
Does it have a brooding corner?
Yes,
Probably.
it has a. There's one where there's just no shadow there, or there's no light there.
Nothing
Rather,
but shadow.
I am now recreating his brood.
Corner.
They're just leaning back with like the lean back with the foot like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith pose.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I love that for them. But yeah, I will go find Amaranth in their room, I guess.
Sure.
And then just give a gentle knock.
Come in.
We open the door. Hi, Amaranth. Care for some company?
Sure. Did you need something?
I just wanted to talk.
Yeah.
But also, I got told about this, and I'll hold up the book that I got given, that's Comfort's writings about his adventures while he was down here.
Tales of Hell.
Tales of Hell by Comfort.
Was that what we named it?
I don't know, I'll be honest.
Yep, it's in my notes.
Just ask Molly later.
No, Molly didn't know. I literally made that up on the spot.
Ah.
Except
Tales of Hell.
It's spelled tail, like T-A-I-L.
T-A-L-E-L-S.
Oh god.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
How long have we been down here? Just kind of like flipping through pages, like, yeah, that happened.
But I figured I was gonna show everyone. We can't take it with us afterwards, so if you wanted to look through it, I figured I'd, show it off. I guess I also came for a little bit of a sort of girl talk, in a sense.
Okay.
In a way.
What did he do now?
Nothing. No. Do you have somebody back home that you like, Amaranth?
Not particularly. Maybe I'd start looking when I get back, but like before it was just the job. But I mean, if you two can do whatever you're doing in Avernus, I think I have hope.
Uh, okay.
Listen,
I
anybody can see that, even somebody who isn't as perceptive.
oh. Really? It's that. Oh, okay. Hmm. I guess that really answers my question then on if I should even go for it. But
Listen,
yeah.
listen. I don't. They like put a finger up to your lips. Like, listen for a sec. I don't necessarily trust Koss very much. Those revelations about making the weapon that murdered my family and everything still haunt me to this day. But it's just the sort of melodrama I expect from being in the pit of Avernus. So I mean, if it makes you happy, he's not my type personally, but
Um. Yeah. Me sitting here like, does Adira know what she wants to say? No.
it's just a lot of stammering, I imagine.
Yeah. Just a lot of stammering.
It's okay. I don't really think I can give you anything like a blessing, and yet you have my blessing.
I'll take it. My aunt's not here, so she couldn't really. So I'm glad it could be you.
I'm honored that you consider me an aunt figure.
I promise. It's I don't just see you as basically the same age, aren't we? It would be strange.
What attracts you to him, if I may ask?
He's kind. He's helped me figure actually quite a few things out about myself that I didn't know.
Was it the wings?
Uh just the wings. Oh yeah. Also new, and I'll spread my wings. She has a set of 3 wings now. She has 6 in total.
Ooh.
I was able to find my first name with the help of the people here, so
What is it?
me not having written down the main name. I still
It's just
use
like a
Adira.
chorus of chimes.
Yes, it's a chorus of chimes.
I probably have it
I
written down.
know.
Give me a second.
It's Auriel. Auriel.
There we go. Oriel. Oral.
That's awfully close to Zariel.
I'm not Zariel.
I don't think you have it in you to be Zariel.
No. I think I fought down here for a little while.
In a past life?
Mhm.
How long ago was that?
I wish I could tell you. But I can't really call on the mind of my past selves, at least not yet, anyway.
Your wings are beautiful. Gives you the whole Deva thing.
Yes. I'm not entirely used to them yet, but I'm sure I will be in time.
I'm sure you will be. You are very adaptable for. I'm used to the angelic creatures being more rigid. Zario notwithstanding, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anything else that sets your world on fire when looking at him?
Adira just like blue, like loins ablazing. Yeah, just a good big blush on Adira's face.
Adira.exe has stopped working.
Yeah.
Would you like to restart the program?
Error 404. Adira not found.
Not found.
Your free trial of Adira has stopped working. You must now pay for the add-ons.
That's good.
Well,
You
I
can
guess
be honest here.
not.
The walls are soundproof.
Wouldn't be a brooding room if they weren't.
That's true. That is very true.
Can't have
Must
other
be
people
soundproof.
interrupting that brooding.
And occasional weeping because sometimes you just gotta cry.
Honestly, that'd be a
Too
good spot
real.
to have in every room. Yeah, too real. That could go. I guess there's a lot of things, but after talking with him for so long, I guess found myself liking him more and more.
That's
I
fair.
don't know how to explain it.
Do I know, just out of cursory curiosity, Maddie, as a investigator of celestial fiend and fae, do I have knowledge of devas prior to
Not
Adira?
really. You have like basic cursory knowledge, which is they're angels, and that's kind of your full stop.
Yeah.
Mostly because you know that if you ever actually try to take on a Deva, they would just look at you funny and you're dead. So
Thanos
you kind
snapped
of
me out
just
of
gave
existence.
them you just gave them a wide berth.
Sure. Sorry, continue.
That's
You just, I mean, the heart wants what it wants, suppose.
yeah. I guess
Heard of,
this is just the first time I've really sort of acted on anything, so I just wasn't sure if I should.
yeah. Listen. The worst thing that can happen is he says no. And if he does, that's beautiful. You're a beautiful person. There's all sorts of other people. Maybe not in Avernus, but Baldur's Gate. No, those guys are fucking too. I don't know. World's a big place.
I guess I'll just have to travel around then if he does.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amaranth.
If he says no and you want me to kill him, I'll be in here.
You know what?
At this time, I would like to knock on Amaranth's door.
Fuck.
Heard you were talking shit, bitch.
Completely unrelated matter.
I would like to hide. No, I'm kidding.
Time to square up. Adira answers the door. Oh no.
Well, didn't expect this twist.
Hello.
I guess
Hello? Can I help you? I don't know who's knocking. Adira knocked and said it was Adira.
Amaranth, are you in there? It's Koss. I was hoping I could bar you for a couple minutes.
Do you want to hide? There's plenty of places.
Take the brooding corner
It's like,
for plus 30 stealth, please.
I feel like it should be pointed out here
It's way
that
too fucking.
Adira sticks out like a sore thumb in Amaranth's room, because Amaranth's room is all shades of like dark
Dim and dark light.
burgundy and deep maroon.
The wings
And then
are
there's
lighting up the
Adira,
room.
who is like in white.
The wings are lighting up the room. Like, Koss can see just like the light coming from underneath the door. Deer is definitely in there. No, it's she'll put her wings away. No, that's fine. I'll just go past or
Is that something you want to do?
act natural. I'll act natural. It's fine. I'll just
Give me 1 sec. I have to put some clothes on.
Act casually. Not that casual.
don't tell.
You're
I
a
have
cleric,
to
it's
put
fine.
some clothes on. Adira walks
You're a
out
cleric,
of
it's
room.
fine.
Invisibility.
Clank, clank, clank.
It's fine. Panic invisibility. It's okay. I can do that.
Okay. Adira's
I'll just
invisible.
it's fine.
Open the door.
Is there just a like weird light coming from nowhere now in Amaranth's room?
Oh no, she's put her wings away. No. The light is gone.
Just like a weird beacon of light in the middle of the space.
What's that Adira-shaped light source you have going on over there?
Yeah, it's oddly cleric shaped.
Yes.
Don't, I'm gonna spit up my coffee.
Yes, Koss, how can I help you?
I am going to hold up 2 very weird looking crossbow bolts. Would you mind helping me test these? I'm working on something. I'm not quite sure how they'll shoot, and I'm no good with a crossbow.
Yes. Of course.
I've got some downtime while the forge is finishing heating up, so I figured I'd come ask.
Yes. And we can go test it out. Give me 1 moment.
Sure.
Oh no,
Amaranth.
Jeremy was saying that, not Amaranth.
These arrows are shaped a lot like the ones that will go into Final Hour. But they are still just a little bit larger than the bolts that you normally use for your largest crossbow.
Mind for a second, because he's on the phone.
This phone
Sorry
break
about
is
that.
brought to you by Descent into Avernus. Thank you
I'm
for
so sorry for that. My dad
Welcome
called
to
me
hell.
in
No,
the
it's
middle
all
of
good.
session.
It's all good.
But yes, I did hear you.
Okay.
Yep. So they look like your generic bolt, but on the front of it, where usually the pointy bit would go, there's a weird. It's almost like
Box.
a cage apparatus with a
Uh-huh.
tube at the tip of it.
Are you gonna attach like some kind of glove at the end? Am I gonna punch people?
2 magical items will go into the end. Not gonna test them with them in there because of catastrophic results if they were.
Sure.
But we should probably know how they shoot before we try and actually use them in the field.
Of course. And I will just like very subtly behind my back, like motion Adira over.
Did you like barely open the door and like scoot out?
Oh, he's not here right now.
Yeah.
He just left.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So what you're telling me is Adira is Scott Pilgrim.
Just
No,
And-
I'm just
out
behind
the
my back,
window.
like
I would
beckoning.
be
And-
absolutely frightened of what her exes could be.
No,
That's fair.
no. That makes Koss Ramona.
Oh, right.
fired.
Actually, that's true. That's actually very true. I'm not fighting anybody.
That means I
She'd
get
make
to
friends.
have all sorts of sweet hairstyles and colors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
I'm
you know
gonna-
what the best part of this entire thing is that Amaranth is the gay best friend who gets all the ass.
I love that for them.
Everybody loves them. Not everybody.
Like if Corlick still had the love of his life, she'd wind up with Amaranth. It's just it would have to happen. That's how it would have to happen.
Yeah, no.
You
I
die.
feel like that would not go well for Amaranth.
Probably.
Probably not.
Snap.
Can we I mean, Otter, you weren't here. Their introduction to Cos was him
Or like,
ripping
Hydrate.
to Corlick was him ripping and tearing devils apart.
Wait,
Nice.
as per usual, I will now make the noise.
Thank you for that, JT.
It's all for continuity.
Now there's a visual reference.
Yes.
but yeah, Amaranth behind their back is just like beckoning Adira over.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
while she's still invisible.
Kicks the door open. Who you got in? No,
Just kind of like kicks the door behind me.
not worried
Sure.
about it.
Just
I'm
Go ahead
focused on the arrows, so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
start
yeah, yeah.
heading outside.
I will say they're bolts. They're not
Bolts.
arrows. There's a distinction.
Yes. That was Otter, not Koss. But yes, Koss would have said
Yeah. I'm going. If there is room for me to sort of sneak out and go,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Get
do
that
I
sneaky
hear
sneak
the
going.
sound of pots and pans running down the hallway?
I was
No.
about to say, it's like it's when I suddenly just run into like this little statue and I have to like quickly grab it so it doesn't fall over, but you hear the bang.
Cling, 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 cling.
Oh no, Adira's
Shit.
not in her armor.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah, no, Adira wouldn't be in her armor. She'd be in her casual wear.
So I will head out of the general building into the area between the building and the outer wall, so we actually have some room to shoot.
That's where you'll see Dante and Corlick practicing with each other, just sparring.
I was just going to suggest, let's practice, you running into cup of my hands and I toss you up over a wall.
I like
know,
this idea.
Practice.
I
Okay,
hate that.
right. On 3, not 2, because remember 2, I run into you. 3, we get this together.
I lift you. All right, let's try it.
Okay, now 1, 2, I run, and 3.
Zoop!
Shit,
know
you go
what?
high.
You know what, JT? Give me an acrobatics check at advantage.
Acrobatics at advantage. Oh God, you're gonna love this.
Oh,
Jesus!
Reliable
Level
talent,
11
baby.
rogues.
19 and a 16. Okay.
oh. I'm good. I'm good. I'm getting Aethlin vibes and I'd love it.
So as you throw me into the air, I start doing somersaults, and I do a somersault. I go right into a twisted curl, and I land at a 3-point. That was good. I like that.
Oh.
You're doing good. All right. I've noticed you've been missing a whole bunch lately. I want you to try and to like hit me, but please don't kill me when you do.
Slap him with the broadside of the
Okay, we
axe.
got to get you what we call a dummy blade, because I'm not going up against you with that sharp thing.
Cork it. Cork the blade.
You know, you might need a little shave, but not with my great axe.
Wrap the blade in like pool noodles.
We're nerfing everything.
Sure, if anybody knew what a pool noodle was.
Definitely not in Avernus.
Oh.
I'm sure Koss can figure out some kind of foam.
Just use one of your infusions.
It's science. I'm sure you could figure it out.
You're right. All right. Amaranth, go ahead and give me. What do I want to say? Give me an Arcana check, please.
Sure. This isn't related to Fey Fiend or
Nope.
Celestial, so
Nope.
18.
Not bad. Okay. You figure out how to slot that bolt into your big crossbow like properly. And then you test the weight and it feels a little bit more top heavy. So it
Mhm.
feels detonator heavy.
Mhm.
So based on that, you're able to figure out what you need to do to adjust the trajectory. So that it'll
Just for
go where
sights.
you want to.
I'm just
It's
sitting
more.
on the
It's less
side
this.
with
It's more
like
like this.
with notes and like paper ready to write down any information I want.
They take a knee and fire.
Before you fire,
Uh-huh.
before you fire and start firing willy-nilly in this mighty fortress, um has been watching Dante and Corlick because she had set up a few walls for them to be able to throw Dante over or up onto. And you watch as she sets up um oh my god, where she sets up targets for you at the other
Mm,
end to give you something to aim at.
Sure.
And then she
Uh,
moves to sit next to Koss because she wants to watch what happens.
And
I
for
have an idea for
clarification,
training things, but this will be afterwards.
the items are not in the arrowhead.
Yes. No, I know. You have like cloths to simulate the items so that
Yeah.
the weight is the same, but no, the magical properties of said items are not in the
Mhm.
bolts at the moment.
Something tells me they would not appreciate that in their house.
Mm-mm.
Black hole all encompassing it.
No, Arcus would be very unhappy if you did that
At
to
least
her
it
mighty
happened
fortress.
outside.
She would still be very unhappy.
Yeah, Amaranth kind of like tests the weight like this, kind of like they're also practicing like they're simulating like okay, if I tumble this happens, if I do this that. And then they just finally like very boringly take a knee and fire.
Okay?
And I will point out on the second bolt, because more than likely it will be Amaranth using these when it comes to it,
Mm-hmm.
how to arm the bolt when the time comes.
Arm
When the
it.
proper magical items are in the cage, there's a tube here at the front, and there's a little steel pin that goes through the bottom of it, preventing the item in the front from pushing into the second item. Before you fire it, you need to take that pin out to make sure it goes off properly when it hits the target.
What is this?
This should be, if it works, this should be, I don't want to say a get out of jail free card, but a oh shit card.
An oh shit card.
Yes. A holy hand grenade, if you will.
A what? I'm not
If
familiar with those terms.
if my research has been accurate, it should rip a hole to the astral plane where it lands.
And you want me to fire this because
Because it should pull anything near it into said astral plane before closing.
about how much of a time do we have? Because like that could pull, say, Corlick or Dante if they're nearby. I don't want to pull the cat into the astral plane. I don't think he would appreciate that.
From my understanding, it's around like a 10-foot radius from where it lands.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to be used while we're all up close to something, but
If we meet Zario and I have to shoot her into the astral plane, sure.
if we need an oh
I'm
shit,
sure that'll work.
we have an oh shit.
Have an oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are the items you're using?
Patent pending.
I know everything there is to know about this crossbow, how I activate my rights on it, how everything else works on it. So I have to know what's going into it as I fire.
Sure. One would be a bag of holding,
Classic.
and the second would be one of these. And I pull a pocket hole out of my bag of holding.
What's that?
This, and I'll unravel it and hold it up. This, if you stick it on a surface, it creates a hole through it into an extra planar space. Now,
Sort of
haven't we
like a
just
bag
been
of
ta-
holding, but doesn't hold quite as much.
yes.
Why
And you
haven't we
can't
been
bring
taking
it
a nap
over
in there?
because it's this big.
I can fit through that.
And I can't move it once I place it.
Okay, that's fair.
But
So
more
you're
importantly, when two extra dimensional spaces interact with each other, there's a catastrophic result, which, astral plane.
I might just kind of getting the idea. It's still like, okay, maybe something to work out in practice. But I think I see where you're going with this. That's some big science, and it's just a little over my head.
Um, um, Arcus speaks up since she is sitting next to you guys where you're discussing this.
Mhm.
I've checked his calculations. I've tinkered and thought about this particular brand of magic.
Mm-hmm.
It works quite well, theoretically. And I checked everything, and it all works out as it should. So, assuming that, nothing interrupts it before it lands where it needs to, it should be fine. Hence why you do it with a bolt instead of an arrow, because bolts fly fast.
And further.
Sometimes.
This is why I came to you for testing.
Hmm.
You're
I appreciate that.
far more proficient with the crossbow than anyone else here.
That's true.
Figure if I'm going to be
I remember.
putting a theoretical black hole bolt in someone's hands, it's probably best in yours.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I do remember when you first started, and you were using your crossbow. It wasn't
It did
wasn't
the
great.
job for the little bit
It
I
did the
needed it
job,
for, but not my forte.
right? You're much better shooting those whatever the hell those things are. They're just like doing this.
Koss just kind of looks over at the target and goes pew pew.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. A lot more my style.
It suits you.
But for now, I am going to leave those bolts in your care. Unless you'd rather me keep them in the bag of holding until the time we might need them.
Well, the thing is, I might want that, but then another part of me is, what are the odds we're going to be right next to each other when we need it in combat?
Well, more comes down to I can leave them in your care, And if we find ourselves going towards a situation where we may need to use them, I can properly arm them before we enter said situation.
That's true.
As things currently sit, I can't super detach from this bag of holding because of the things that are in it. But if the time comes, it may be more pertinent to just say, screw it, and arm the bolts.
What's in your bag of holding that's so
You know what's in the bag of holding.
right?
Kind of looks like that.
Yeah. I remember. I recall.
Yes.
Well, Cuss, you've outdone yourself. I'll just tell you that.
It's nice to
Assuming
have
this
a
works.
it's nice to have a full workshop I can mess around with. I mean, I got a forge heating up in there that I'll be messing around with for probably the rest of the day, but it's nice to get back to work.
Of course. Well, have a good day. I appreciate this. And they'll give you back the bolts.
Sure, I will put them in the bag of holding. I truly appreciate your help.
Of course. Always happy to help in science that doesn't involve wholesale slaughter.
Science can do a lot of things. Sometimes it's fun.
Mostly kill people.
When we're not in hell, I'm going to show you some fun science.
I think I might like that. Assuming we go to the same place.
There's this really cool mixture. I'm trying to think what my teacher used to call it. I think it was mammoth toothpaste. It's a alchemical solution that is exothermic, so it releases a bit of heat, but you put some stuff in a mixing tube and swirl it around, and it creates this giant mass of foam.
What is the point of that?
Fun science to
Fun
show how
science.
chemicals react with each other and create a result.
Is it just something you teach to the 6-year-olds where you're from?
It's something to bring people into the early stages of alchemy. The proper mixing of chemicals to create a result.
Interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. Well, boss, I'd have to think. I'll have to think on that some more.
Yeah.
But I think I might like that. Uh, they're gonna lean in close. Go talk to Adira. And that's it. And they walk off.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Corlick.
Yeah. So Corlick and I are still.
So before you do that, Klaus, go ahead and hit me
Yeah.
with it, JT.
Yeah, Corlick and I are still practicing, but it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna send him on the dummies. So Corlick, okay, you're not hitting me. Go to the dummies. But while you're doing that, I'm gonna try to practice jumps off of you to see if I can land attacks by throwing a dagger. Okay?
Sure.
So basically, I'm just trying to practice tandem attacks with Corlick, just for flavor. I'm not actually getting any. Don't want to get anything out of this, but you know what I
I
mean?
mean, sure, but to be honest, JT, you're the only one who hasn't gotten anything out of this particular stay. So if you'd like, I'm gonna grant you a feat.
Oh,
That's I'm gonna call it for now. I'm gonna call it pack tactics. When you are fighting side by side with Corlick, basically when the two of you are dancing around a target together, the both like you get advantage. You have advantage no matter where you are in relation to each other.
So Corlick and I. Cool.
And you have advantage whenever you're trying to pull off funky shit together. So when you when he flips you over an enemy or he picks you up and throws you, you guys have advantage on that stuff together. But it's only with Corlick. You're
Only
not
with
going to get it
Corlick.
with Adira. You wouldn't get it with Kos. It's just with Corlick because you've put in the time to do the thing. And I
Fastball
will
special.
write up everything that you're going to get
That's
for this
pretty
feat
sweet.
for the
That is
video.
pretty freaking sweet. All right. So, Corlick, as
Ready?
you're going in for an attack, or better yet, would you describe how you attack?
Well, I just hold the axe back and I'm going to swing forward. So if you're going to
So-
run up my back, I got to be ready for you. When that coming back off my shoulder, don't be near it.
Aye.
And I swing over from my right shoulder. So you're going to want to come up for the left.
I'll be coming in from the right because you're swinging from the right.
Sure.
I'm just gonna run right into your axe.
You don't want to do that.
All right. As you do that, I'll jump up, jump off your shoulder, try and do like a front flip, but it's like an elongated front flip, so it's like a dive pretty much. And I
Mhm.
try and throw my knife down. And
Okay.
as that happens, that would be my attack, and then try and flip and land.
Okay.
Am I going to roll anything? Or
Yeah,
is it
give me an acrobatics check to start. With advantage, of course.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
323.
acrobatics check at first? And this is just to a dummy, so then I guess
Yeah, then go ahead and give me an athletics check at advantage Corlick. Okay. Also, another neat thing about this particular feat, JT, and this is going to be really relevant to you and Mom, is that you guys can occupy each other's space.
oh my god, shake and bake.
Dante's just like shadow following Corlick, just like fitting the shape of Corlick as he moves from behind. Like, you know, when you were little and you'd stand on someone's feet and then they'd walk?
Yep. Yep, I agree with that. So yeah, we're just practicing that move. Or some moves like that. Okay, I'm really enjoying how this is working. So basically, I'm gonna let you do the first thing, and then I will adapt off of that, okay? But just be prepared to have me jump off of you or do something around you quickly.
Don't react.
Okay, perfect. Man, doing all these jumps and flips reminds me of the times I was in Jolt, just running around the jungles.
That's been interesting.
Oh, yeah, of course you gotta watch out for the dinosaurs. Those things are freaking dangerous. There's a reason why I'm quick. I survived a lot of trips. Can't say for my other companions.
Amaranth has a very thoughtful look on their face as you mentioned Cholt.
Not
I have
just cult, but dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I have traveled around, you do know.
Mhm.
I
No, no,
don't
I'm not
exactly
looking
stay
at
in
you.
one spot.
I'm just standing there listening.
Good. Would you like to join the conversation?
To me or to
Going.
Amaranth?
I was like, which one are you supposed to be talking to?
Because I just kind of
Yes.
walked over and have been watching.
Well, the one that's been obviously watching and walked over.
I don't want to interrupt anything. I was just wondering if I could borrow Corlick for a quick second.
That is okay. I'll go bug somebody else for a second. Hey, Amaranth! As I walk off.
You're not
We'll keep
jumping off my
practicing later.
10 out of 10.
you're not jumping off my crossbow the way you jumped off of Corlick.
I know you wouldn't be able to handle my weight.
Mostly.
It's okay. You're good with the shooting, not with the strength. I'm the same way. Isn't that a shot at you? Pardon the
Interesting.
pun.
For you.
I'm letting.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Hey, Corlick.
Yep.
I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and as far as what I can usually make for people, there's really not a whole lot that fits into your combat style. But I think I may have found something that I can do to help you. And it really would come down to one of two options, whichever you think would be more what you like. So I have the ability to imbue your axe with a spell, and you'd be able to use that spell a good handful of times without having to have me there to do it.
Spell do.
Well, for instance, like I have made you quite a large fella a few times. I could put that in there. The downside to that is it does take concentration, so if you are getting hit, it could drop early. The other thing I was thinking about is, do you remember a couple combats ago where it looked like I split into like 5 of me? I could put that in there as well. I know you don't wear a lot of armor, but it would probably do wonders for keeping you from getting hit while being right up front.
Might be pretty interesting. That might be pretty beneficial.
Your didn't come through there. It kind of like,
Sorry, that sounds very much better. That's maybe splitting into different numerous of me. It'd be a good thing to do.
sure. May I see your axe for a moment?
Absolutely. Hands you his axe.
While it's still in your hands, I'm just going to kind of grab the head of the axe and concentrate for a second. And I am going to use spell storing item. So your axe is now a spellcasting focus. You can take an action to use the spell, and it has a number of charges equal to twice my intelligence modifier. So you now have access to the mirror image spell 8 times.
8 times, jeez.
Yep.
Mirror image isn't concentration, right?
No, it is not.
Oh God, that is good.
That's why I brought
Imagine.
it up. I was like, I can give you enlarge, or I can give you mirror image. Enlarge, if you get hit, it might go away. Mirror image, it's just there.
I would say, like, in fairness, the damage for Corlick would be halved, and then on top of that, I assume Corlick has a beefy con save.
Yep. But mirror
But
image just stops the damage altogether if it works
yeah,
right.
that's true.
Sure.
Man, imagine trying to concentrate during a rage.
That would
Did
be
you try to do that last campaign?
hard for me to do.
That would be hard. That's why I gave him the choice.
Right.
That's why I presented the choice instead of just going here.
I think I'm pretty sure rules is written you wouldn't be able to anyway, so fair enough.
Yes. But that is now something you have access to. May it treat you well.
I appreciate this. Thank you.
Now, once the 8 uses are up, it will no longer be able to do that unless I were to do it again. But for now, you have 8 uses of that ability. But I don't want to interrupt your training more than I have to. I do have a forge I got to run to. So enjoy that. I look forward to seeing that pop up later.
Should be interesting. I'll have to practice.
Absolutely. I pity the person who sees 5 Corlicks coming at them. And I am going to head right to the forge, and that is where I will be for the foreseeable future until I'm done.
Where is Adira?
She would have went back to her room.
JT, you're going to need that later on this session, so there's your write-up for your custom feat.
Cool.
Feet. Fastball special.
Nope, I
Pretty
call it
much.
duo tactics.
Duo tactics. I like it. Thank you, Maddie.
Of course. Like I said, you're the only one who wasn't getting something out of this particular rest, so wanted to give you something. Corlick now has advantage against winged creatures. Koss is
Aye.
getting something amazing. Yes, I see the
Well,
heart.
what did I miss?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You
that
you
RP
got the
session,
arrows.
you get arrows. You
No,
get
no, 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 no.
the holy hand grenade, as it
Yes,
were.
no, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out how Corlick has advantage against winged creatures.
While Koss and Adira were inside doing research and learning more about themselves and whatnot, Corlick was outside training with Arcus,
Mhm.
who is a winged tiefling.
Ah.
And so she taught Corlick how to fight against those who would be in the air and how to take them down to his level so he can continue to fight them. So he has
It's-
advantage against winged creatures to take them to the ground.
I mean, subsequently,
Nice.
he could just throw me at them.
He can
try-
now.
Just Dante, attack!
Adira,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing? Because you mentioned that you have something.
That's true, actually. She'd probably keep it in her bag, and then would go and see, I guess, whoever she could find first? Arcus or Cyanus?
It depends on where you're searching. If you're searching inside, you're gonna find Cyanus. If you're searching outside, you're gonna find Arcus.
Well, I'm still inside. So she... Sorry, Arcus is inside?
Arcus is outside. Cyanus is inside.
Cyanus inside. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna go... if she's searching inside, then she'll find Cyanus.
Okay. Cyanus is you find him in a small, what you might call a reading room.
Okay.
It doesn't have as many books. It's got a couple desks, but the chairs and the couches here are significantly more comfortable than what you would find in the library or in somebody else's workroom. It is clear that he and Arcus spend a lot of time in this particular room.
Okay.
It's their sitting room, but he is sitting there kind of working on what looks like transcribing something.
Okay.
And as you kind of glance at it, you notice that it looks almost like a copy of Koss's armor, but it has a list of questions down the side because he has no idea how it works.
That sounds about right.
Uh-huh.
Just sort of like leaning over his shoulder a little bit. I have some sketches of his armor if you'd like to see it.
He kind of starts, and then you see that there's just a line of ink right through the center of the paper.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
No, it's okay. Accidents happen. Besides, it's not my best.
I have a sketch of it if you'd like to take that instead.
That would be great. Thank you.
And she's gonna... She would have brought her bag with her, which had her sketchbook in it, so she like quickly grabs it and it flips through a couple pages but opens it to that one. It's not completely done, but I can finish it fairly quickly?
No, this is perfect. Just give me a moment. You wouldn't have come looking for me for no reason, unless of course you're bored, and then in which case I think I have a deck of cards around here somewhere.
No, that's okay. Really, I wasn't sure who to go to. It was you kind of got lucky, and you were the one I found. Uh, but I was wondering if I have a Deva's heart with me.
I'm sorry. Could you run that by me again?
A Deva's heart with me?
You have a Davis heart.
Well, technically, I guess it would be two, but mine's currently still in my chest. But it was
Funny.
in a hell wasp's nest.
Okay. May I?
Of course. And she'll fetch it.
He opens the bag and looks at the heart, and he watches as it pulses once, and then pulses again, and like, of course, that slow beating heart, right?
Yeah.
And then he ties it back off and hands it back to you.
Mhm.
That is going to require possibly true resurrection, if not reincarnation.
Um,
The person will come back, like, whoever this Deva was is going to come back exactly as they were before. I say exactly, but I mean, if you use reincarnation, they're going to be a different species, but they'll still remember who they are.
Dira just quickly flipping through her sketchbook. It's them. Because I have at least one sketch of them.
Of this Deva?
Yes.
When did you sketch this particular Deva?
When she first touched the heart.
Yup. Thank
you?
you.
I'd have to go back through, but I'm pretty sure.
No,
I
it was
remember her saying,
I'm pretty
No,
sure
no,
it
it-
was when you went to go pull it from the wall and you touched it.
yeah. I got a memory. Yeah.
Yeah. So I apologize. That was not clear. That was one of your memories. That is not a memory of this particular.
No, it's not a memory of them, but you said I got this memory that it was them from my memory.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's been a while since you got this heart. Like that. It
No.
was almost 5 levels ago.
No, the memory, it was a memory of spending time with them, but not a
Right.
memory that was theirs that I got from them.
Okay. Right.
But it is them.
Yes. He takes a look at it.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you think they are now?
That was what they were.
They were. And you look different on every reincarnation, right? Except for that one defining feature that's yours. I'm assuming yours is your bicolored eyes.
Yes. Well, maybe. I think so.
Right. Okay. No, this is fine. Yeah. Reincarnation or true resurrection is going to be what it'll take to bring that particular creature back to life.
That's great to know. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And she took it away. I'll finish this sketch, and I will get it to you. Or I'll stay here and finish the sketch and get it to you for
Yeah,
his armor.
Here. And then he stands up and he gets you like a really nice, pristine, clean piece of parchment. And he even hands you something that you've never seen before.
Okay.
Because you haven't encountered these before. He has, thanks to nice little dealings, a small selection of marvelous pigments.
Oh.
And they are various colors, so if you wish to color this or paint it, you would be able to.
Okay.
But he also has something else you really haven't encountered, which is colored charcoal.
Ooh. Dira, like, fucking gripping that charcoal.
Oh my god, watercoloring with cross hatching and shading.
Yeah, Dira's just like, wow, I can make this armor.
You spend a
Good.
nice, pleasant couple hours in the quiet company of Cyanus.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, he looks at what you've done and he hands you the entire roll of colored charcoals.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'd much rather use paints anyway. So they're yours.
Next week will be pastels.
Everybody's gonna look so good in these colors.
Adira is so excited.
Step 1, go and redraw Corlic's love for him with the colors.
You just hear faint screeching from the house. Just echoing the hallways. No one knows where it came from, but just like...
We have to find her. What happened?
Just soft the whole thing.
It's just the high-pitched E.
Yep. No. Adira's just like softly clapping. She's like, ooh. Yay. Thank you. This is quite a gift.
When my wife and I leave this place, we might come by and see you if you'd be willing to do a portrait.
Yes, I'd love to.
Excellent. Then we'll see you once we've left this particular layer of hell.
Of course.
And of course, assuming that you make it out alive. I wouldn't want to assume, but from what I've heard, you've made some friends in high places.
Yes.
I've heard about you and your dealings with the checks notes gods.
Pretty much.
There seems to be a very interesting note here. It's circled a few times. Horm? Question mark?
No, you see,
with a weird cursive note that says "dismissed God?" Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
And
Followed with the
is
note.
alive.
Followed with the 2 notes: is alive, and I didn't know you could do that.
No.
What comes next?
Now I've got to go.
You can go now. Just walk
Adira-
away.
No, I can go now. So it's fine.
Adira stuffing breadsticks in her pocket. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Just I need crosswords and baguettes this Sunday.
Grandma! Not even grandma. Auntie! Running.
Grandma's is Tuesday.
Grandma's is
Bingo with her.
Jesus. Yes, so those colored charcoals are all yours, Adira.
Thank you.
You can go now.
Yelling. Thank you.
She's just so excited. She just wants to go. She needs to go redo that drawing for Corlic.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to stretch.
I was about
I
to say,
can't
I'm gonna
stretch, I'm
stretch
not
by
wearing
getting
much.
up, but I will be right back.
Stretch. Alright, hut. There we go. Hut. There we
Actually,
go.
I'm gonna
Hut.
stretch
Before
and be right back.
Before we continue, I need to grab myself another drink, so I will also be right back.
There we go.
Sounds like a
Stand-ups.
good plan too.
All right. Are we doing break thing?
Just a quick one. Y'all, look at this lemon. It's the size of an orange. I
That's
showed the
a
players this
good
morning.
sized lemon.
I know a
This
man
thing is
named Cave
huge.
Johnson who thinks badly about lemons.
Yes.
His opinions don't work. I'm not chomping this lemon.
Weak. That's some beta energy
that
right
is
there.
easily one of my favorite parts of that game is that lemon rant.
Yeah. I actually picked up a mug, which was like a lemon grenade. It was literally that. It was the Aperture Science lemonade.
I love that actually.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
perfect.
I have actually purposefully saved before that rant just so I could watch it a few times before I continue the game.
I mean, there is YouTube for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's your save. It's your work 2 moment where you're just like, I want to experience this again.
Yep.
Boom.
I'm still sad I crushed through that game as fast as I did.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mira, for the stretch.
I think I popped something in my elbow because of it, but I appreciate it.
Maybe
Bodies-
don't do that.
Body stretches may vary via person.
Stretch at your own risk.
Experiences may vary. What comes next? Soon
Alright.
you'll see.
Costs.
Yes.
Corlick
You
is
are-
not back yet.
Yeah, I know. I know where Corlick is. Corlick is on his way back downstairs. It's fine. Costs. You're working in the forge.
Yes.
Do you have Smith's tools as a proficiency?
You bet I do.
Yeah, you're gonna go ahead.
I even can. I took a little time this morning and turned my Tinker's tools into Smith's tools.
Fantastic. You're gonna give me a Smith's tools check.
Sure. With what stat?
Intelligence. Okay. Give me another one using wisdom. Followed up by one more. This one's an Arcana check. Straight Arcana check. Hot damn cost.
I'm ready.
Consistent 20s, Jesus.
Wow.
All right. Okay. I apologize. This caramel is very thick.
Extra thick.
Mm-hmm.
Koss has been ready for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
For so long, he's ready.
It takes you 12 straight hours of working with this metal, as well as pulling out everything you need from your old breastplate to put into this one. That includes the piece of Torm's sword. That includes...
Well, that's in the gem, so that's...
Yeah, but I'm just
easy.
I'm saying, everything that you've put into that armor, it takes you a while to take it out. It takes you 12 hours working this metal back into a breastplate form and refitting the jewel and the gem and everything back into it. By the time you are done, you are suffering from a point of exhaustion, but all of the runes are back into it. The gem is settled back into it. It works as intended. And the only thing left is to test fire it outside.
Actually, there is one other thing left before that.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna melt my old armor back into ingots.
Sure.
Can't leave that out for just anyone to have.
Oh, you don't trust Cyanus with
No.
That's fair.
Trade secrets, my man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Absolutely. He doesn't blame you for that.
That being said, is he just watching this whole process?
He kind of comes down and helps as you need it, because I mean these pots that you have that iron melting in are heavy. So he just comes by to help you lift it
I,
and
of
move
course,
it.
will kick him out when it comes to the actual rune part, but
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, he helps as needed.
beautiful. I am gonna finish what I'm doing there. Take the time to slap the breastplate on and activate it as arcane armor.
Yep. And it does. It slides across your body. However, you're already noticing a difference. And you're realizing why they told you not to work with this particular kind of metal. It's sliding into place, but not the way your old armor did.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite as seamless, and you're not sure if that's just because you haven't. Maybe you transcribed a rune wrong, but you didn't. You double checked it 13 times. Maybe the problem is that you checked it 13 times. But it doesn't fit quite as smooth until it all just sinks into place. And that's when you notice spikes that were not there before, radiating down your arms across the helmet that gives you almost a devil-like appearance.
Can I just click the image for those in the audience?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's this one.
Yep.
I'll leave that up for a moment.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's just a little bit spikier and significant, like a little bit more infernal than that particular piece of art, but that's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And as you catch the reflection of it, these spikes don't seem to stay still. They just seem to be moving of their own accord.
I got wiggles.
For the record, I told you I got to have fun with this armor if you actually chose to go through with it.
The whole reason
You were
I'm in
warned.
hell.
You were warned.
It's the whole reason I'm here.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
I don't have water.
But from here, I'm gonna go find.
Thank you, Interstellar Machine.
Cyanus, who's helping me.
Yes, it was Cyanus who was helping you.
I'm going to. I assume he's not far away due to that curiosity.
Yes and no, because I mean you have been at this for 12 hours. So when you go to find him, you find him in that same sitting room that yes, Decca, this is basically the superior Iron Man suit. You find Cyanus and Arcus in that sitting room that Adira found him in earlier. And it's more that they're kind of curled up on one of the couches, just quietly talking to each other. What are you doing?
The armor is back to just being a press plate for now. I don't feel like dealing with it for the evening. I'm tired. But I'm just going to kind of poke my head in the room Do you have a piece of paper I could use?
The pair of them look at you and then gesture to the table where there is some blank parchment on the table.
I'm just going to walk over to the table and scrawl out a letter of recommendation. And then a second letter to a barrack. Pretty much letting them know I'm alive and well, not being too keen on details of where I am, but I know it's been quite some time. Just wanted to let you know I am not dead.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought you were commenting on my character. I'm like, holy shit! Wait, what?
Everything's connected.
Hey, look,
Cinematic
man.
universe.
When I play D&D, all of my worlds are connected.
So I'm gonna walk over to them on the couch, and I'm going to hand him the letter of recommendation. If you bring this to the guild I spoke to you of earlier, this should get you in the door, and they should be a lot more forthcoming with the information you're looking for.
Cyanus is a little bit shocked that you'd hand that to him, but he is gladly accepting it nonetheless.
It's not like I'm giving you trade secrets. I'm just giving you a way to learn them.
He still nods emphatically because this is a gift.
And if you'd be so willing to do me a favor in return.
He
And-
kind of tilts his head a little bit.
And I'll hand him the
Curious.
second note. Is there a way for you to send this to its recipient from here?
Should be able to. We'll make sure he gets it.
Okay. I am exhausted. I'm going to take a bath and go to bed.
Of course. Would you like us to check on you in a half hour in case you've fallen asleep in the bathtub?
Be a good idea.
Sure. Just in case.
We'll check on you before we head to bed.
And I'm just going to head right to the bathhouse.
Okay. The next day, the only one who doesn't show up for breakfast is Koss because he is still sleeping. However, during the night, a package has arrived to the mighty fortress. Cyanus and Arcus do check on you, Koss. You are not asleep, but they do tell you that they're heading to bed, so it is probably a good idea that you head to bed instead of
soaking in
continuing
the-
to lounge.
He's just
Stop.
a shriveled husk.
Stop using all the hot water.
Shut up, I've been in a forge for 12 hours.
You'd think he'd want to go into a pool, but I'm not. We're not going there.
Heat is better for the muscles.
Oh, absolutely. There's a package where Koss would sit. And Dante, there is a bunch of rolled up parchments at your place.
So what is this?
The rolled up parchments, as you unroll them, are what you asked for.
Plans?
And I'm just double checking about what our deal was for that.
I believe it was 50.
I believe so. Was it half it to start and then half on delivery like we did before?
Pretty much, yeah. I paid 50. I got 50 on. It was supposed to be 50 total, but because I couldn't read
You
because
missed
I still
the.
can't read contracts,
Don't know what to tell you, my dude.
it turned to be double. So I owe 50, I believe.
Yes. Basically, as soon as you open them and read them, your 50 are taken, and you now have old gun schematics. You are not. Everything seems to look like if you made it, it would work, but you would have to make it and/or commission somebody to make it. But these are the blueprints for a handheld projectile weapon that is currently entitled a hand cannon.
I just put in my notes old gun schematics faulty,
You're
don't
not
know
sure if
that.
they're faulty.
but I bracketed faulty because meta knowledge knows that Dante doesn't.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, there's take him.
Yeah, no, as soon as you open and read them, she took the soul points.
Oh, jeez. I forget how much that hurts. I'll deal with you next time.
Everyone's just looking at Dante suddenly in pain.
It's in my room. I thought.
Yeah,
I
his
heard
was
at the
delivered to his
table.
room.
Okay, I thought it
Costas
was
is at
table.
the table. Dante's was delivered to his room.
Okay,
Mm.
that's why I was like,
I thought you said Dante's spot too. I was like a
No, I apologize.
Q. I
No,
thought it was.
Dante's room.
see, I'm not the
Dante's
only
room.
one.
I understood
Okay,
the message,
changed.
so that makes me more important than the rest of the party. Like, jeez. I can't handle
Really?
this.
Nope.
We got
I
a
am-
diva in the corner over there. We got somebody over there. Ugh.
I'm passing the hell
Terrible.
out. I don't know what's going on. I'm not worried.
We gotta
about
have
it.
more drama queens in hell.
So, there's a package at Costa's spot, but Cost just is not showing up.
Cost
that-
has not arrived yet to the breakfast table. No.
Should I get that to him?
Yeah, he's lost. Pass me the fish. You're just scarfing food down.
I am gonna sleep until someone wakes me. At this point,
Um,
After a
and
few hours, I'll just like get the package and like pass it towards Adira. It's like,
my room's right next to his. I guess I can bring it. Yeah.
what a happy coincidence. Here you go.
Yeah. Do we need to wait a couple hours for you guys, or what?
I'll just go bring it now. Grabs it and goes.
You know, Amaranth, I
I-
love making her squirm like that. It's just the
I-
best thing.
Pretty shade of pink.
blue.
like, you all know, right?
What about them having a thing for each other? Of course I do.
Yeah.
It's rather adorable how she's like bashful about it and he's just oblivious.
He really is.
Uh,
I literally told him to talk to her. I don't think he did that.
I had shit to do.
You're not there. You're knocked out.
I'm not here.
So do you think she like draws him in his in her journal there, like
Oh,
she does with the rest of us?
It's
I wonder
probably
what kind
like
of position she
her-
she does that with. You
no,
just
no.
get-
I think it's perfectly framed like an old painting. Gold filigree.
You know your Patreon is showing and I don't like it.
That's just what it looks like.
I mean, but this is Adira. She does like sketches, not like full blown portraits. Unless she got paints of some
It's-
sort that I don't know about.
This is Haas we're talking about, though.
What about him? He's too busy focusing on himself there. to really realize what's going on.
Doesn't stop
Well-
her. It's like
I
looks so
love
good.
that you guys are having this conversation after Adir's walked away.
Yep.
Yep.
Although, Corlick, you're sitting at the table. You can chime in.
He's just listening to them. He's eating and he's listening.
Just
Corlick, I know
drinking
you
the-
got something to say.
drinking
You always
some
have
tea.
like something very specific to say. But please take that steak out of your mouth.
Why? It's good.
What do you mean, why? It tastes like rubber. The fish is at least good.
No.
To be
Take your
fair,
bias.
everything you're eating kind of tastes a little bit bad, but
We've gotten used to it.
yeah.
Look at guys. Adira is a very special person. Casa is very lucky that she's interested in him. But since he joined us later, he hurts her. He makes her cry.
Oh no, I've
He's
already
gonna cry.
talked to Adira about this. I got
Well
this.
done, Amaret.
Whoa! Whoa!
I've got
what
your
is with-
back.
What is with all the violence about these people? Come on! We need to get out of Avernus first before you start threatening violence on people. Come on! Jesus! She
By the
gets
way,
a sniffle,
Dante?
you're going to kill him. Like, what the hell?
Dante, it was not a threat. Promise.
It was a promise.
You make her cry, I kill you.
In my line of work, both is both applicable. Applicable.
As we continue gossiping about
Yeah,
Adira behind her
while
back.
those three are mean girl gossiping.
Air high five, guys. Air high five.
Well, those three are mean girl gossiping at the breakfast table. Adira,
Mean
you have a
girl.
package in hand.
Adira is about to handle a really big package.
Oh no, absolutely not.
She just drops
if
it
not
on the
before that
ground in the
begins.
middle of the hallway for some reason. She doesn't know why. It's
Walks
just
back
there and
into
she's
the
like,
room. Geas!
fuck.
Heard you were talking shit.
Jesus Christ.
Spells do I have? That's a good question. I have Summon Celestial. That one could be fun. And Planner Ally. You know.
You know
Insect Plague.
You know what, Quentin? If you did summon Celestial, I would let you summon a Celestial Goose.
Chaos.
Your only target?
A Canadian goose.
A Canadian goose. No, I
Oh.
want Goose from the Untitled Goose Game.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it needs to be specific because
Yep. No, you're right.
Lay honk.
lay honk. Lay honk. Okay, no, I'm gonna I'm gonna take the
Holy fuck.
honk. That's true actually. It would be the holy honk. I like that. I do really
holy-
like that. Okay, no, we're taking the package to Casa's door. Just get to it. Knock.
Mm.
Sleeping, it's fine. I'll just give this to him later.
Jesus Christ. Just wake him up.
Okay.
I can see what's happening. And they don't have a clue.
Listen, our bard's gone. You're not allowed to do that.
I would do loud snoring noises, but I'm not about to do that into the microphone. You hear snoring through the door.
Sleeping, it's fine. Cos? Hello? I know you're sleeping, but I hate to wake you, but I have a package for you. Knock again.
Give me a perception check, Cos.
Me looking for real dice. Nope. Perception check.
Lulu's with Adira, like she always is,
In the hoodie.
in the hoodie.
Yeah, she wouldn't. Well, like, Adira would let Lulu like float around wherever she wanted to because this place is a safe place. So if she wants to be with Adira, then yes. But
Yeah, no, she's
otherwise-
with Adira.
Okay.
In so much so as she kind of just pushes the door open. You want to try that again? Because all we got at the end was rude.
I didn't even get the R. I just got ood.
Lulu, that's rude. You can't just push
Single
into
Too late.
somebody's door.
Too late. The door's open and she's inside.
Like-
Koss, give me another perception check because you are hearing the tinkling of bells as somebody is speaking Celestial. You are gonna wake up this time.
Hello?
Sorry, Cos. I didn't I I didn't mean to wake you. Lulu just pushed the door open. There's a package for you here. It was at the breakfast table, but I'll just leave it to the side for you.
Thomas immediately throws the blankets over himself. Upon
Either way.
hearing Adira's voice, just like, fuck!
Is he naked or what?
No,
Like,
I stripped down to underwear and just fell on the bed. There was no
Ah.
being in the bed, so that was more of just like
God.
throwing covers over me real fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got the case of the morning.
yeah, it sounds familiar.
No, it's a specific guy thing.
mhm.
I'll just leave it on the side table.
I'll sit up and like rub my eyes and like, what's this about?
There was a package at the dinner table, the breakfast table for you. Sorry. Cass.
Given you win the comment of the day.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. No, it was just it was a package at the breakfast table. I'll just leave it to the side for you.
Sure. Thank you.
I didn't mean to come in. Lulu
What time?
barged in past breakfast.
I should
Koss,
get
you
up.
have gotten 8 hours of sleep.
Probably, and then some.
Yeah. You've gotten equivalency to your long rest.
Sure. I should have gotten up anyway. I have to test this new armor today. Thank you for waking me up.
I was going to say, careful doing that. You're going to get the rest of us yawning.
Next time
Yes.
I'll make eye contact when I
And
yawn.
taste. Oh, God.
Shit.
Look
Fucking
extra spooky. Doing that. Of course. I'll just leave it to the side. She'd ask Lulu and Celestial if she was staying here or not, because then Adira is going to swiftly make her exit.
So she's going to run.
Yeah.
No, Lulu did what she wanted to, which was to wake Koss up. And then got to listen to this really cute, awkward conversation. So she goes back over and settles herself back in your hood as you run.
Couldn't hear any of that.
See you later, Cos. Bye.
I guess I'll see you
Lil.
downstairs.
Of course.
She's already halfway gone.
The door's already like clicked shut. Not even clicked. It's probably like a good like slammed shut.
I I guess I'll roll out of bed and check out whatever this package is.
Okay, so the package is wrapped in brown paper. It's about medium size, but as you lift it, the contents are fairly light. And it is tied together with string.
I shake it.
You don't hear anything. I mean, you hear the crinkling of paper, but that's it.
You always gotta check.
Mhm.
Undo the string and open it up.
Okay, the first noticeable thing is something wrapped in leather and tied with more string. As you remove the string, it appears to be a cologne bottle. The aroma of it is subtle, but has this musk to it that feels natural and comforting. Below that lies an outfit neatly folded. The shirt is an off-white with a shirt string tie on the chest. The sleeves are a bit roomy with a slight frill in the end, and the fabric is soft and has a gentle flow to it. The pants are a black, low riding, made of tougher material, fitting tighter around the legs but not constricting. Next, there is a vest, and it is deep red with a subtle, beautiful pattern of florals that are just a slightly lighter shade of red that have a shimmer to them as opposed to the matte material they're on. The buttons in the front are silver. The only difference is on the back, there is a corset tie going up the spine with a black ribbon. Koss did not get lingerie.
You don't know that?
No, I know they're not lingerie. I read this description already. A deep. Fuck, where was I?
Silver
The
buttons.
lingerie.
Silver buttons.
No, stop. Not one. There are boots as well. They are tall, going about knee high. The deep black leather with a tough sole to them and ties in the front that look as though you would have to dedicate a couple minutes just to lace them. A coat is what finishes off this outfit. It is long, reaching about mid-calf in length. It's a dark brown in color with cuff sleeves and buttons on the waist. It's clearly more of a dress coat than a practical one, but it does look great. Underneath this whole ensemble is a paper folded up with the word Koss written on the front.
Is it just a piece of paper, or like, is it a note?
Yep. It's a piece of paper with your name on it. Are you gonna open it?
Oh, so it's a note. Okay, yes, that's what I was asking.
No, I told you it's a folded piece of paper with your name on it. Are you gonna open it? I'm not telling you if it's a note or not.
Tear it up. No, of course. Yeah.
Somewhere in Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna see what's in there.
Sure, the
What's-
letter
what's the
reads,
note say?
multipass.
it is a letter addressed to you. Koss, I did give you a promise, didn't I? And who am I to not follow through on my promises? I have you a little extra surprise as well. I don't know exactly what went into that cologne, but I got myself a bottle of it, and whenever I wear it, it's a little hard to keep Kalos off of me. He says there's something like wolf pheromones in it or something, but who honestly knows? It could just smell amazing. The outfit was completely designed and made by me, including that nice leather pair of boots you've got. Sewn in soles and everything. All of my clothes have a guarantee on them, so if you bust a seam, I fix it for free. It'll give you an excuse to come and see me, yeah? I hope everything finds its way to you safely. I haven't done this sort of plane shifting delivery system. But with this outfit, the ladies can't resist. Well, maybe one lady in particular. Best, your favorite wingman, Comfort. P.S. Not long before I sent you this letter, she was born. It's a girl. We've named her Sapphire, as she is as precious as any gem in the world. Inside of the note is a painted portrait, a small painted portrait of a tiny blue tiefling bundled up in a soft pink blanket, sleeping with a pacifier in her mouth. She has round cheeks and the tiniest of buds coming from her forehead. She is the spitting image of her father, Comfort.
I'm gonna give that kid so many cool toys.
Give her
Better
a
make
gun.
them all noisy
Comfort's
because
gonna
you got to
hate
be
me.
that uncle.
Where's the baby? Points to the ceiling. I gave him slippers of spider climb. Look at him go.
It's a blink soother.
Wow.
A
One.
blink soother.
One, can you send me that entire
Yes.
thing? Because that was a lot.
Yes, it was.
They want to put it in notes.
When I dress sexy, I want to know exactly what I'm putting on.
Damn right. And I guess everything from the forge yesterday is pretty rough looking, so I guess I'll try on my new attire.
All right. It all fits like a dream. Even though you don't consciously remember Comfort ever actually taking your measurements, it fits perfectly. And it looks sharp.
Comfort took my measurements.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, we have covered so much shit in this campaign.
No worries. The evening I asked Comfort
Yeah.
for this deal, the night I was drinking when I talked to Comfort.
Ah! Okay, fair enough. Yes,
Yes.
you're right. Either way, you now have a well-fitted, fancy suit.
Cool. I'm gonna wear that shit everywhere in hell. I guess I'll try the cologne and then head downstairs for food. I've been sleeping
All right.
for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. What? Yeah.
I'm going to need everybody in that room to make me a charisma saving throw, please. Everybody.
I will note that I am not in the room.
Where did you go?
My room? Away.
Away.
You know, opposite direction. No, no,
Comfort,
Azira wasn't
send
going back.
me.
Do you think she's... No.
Well, no one else was in the room where it happened.
Exactly. No,
Well,
ma'am.
As we see Koss come back in, where's Adira?
No
I
idea.
thought it would take a little bit longer, to be honest.
She woke me up, said I had a package, and then left in a hurry.
Just elbow Dante.
But
Okay. So, everybody but Cyanus is affected by this particular cologne.
Oh, Jesus.
Love me.
Yeah?
I have to ask, out of curiosity, just because it's now relevant. Dante, Corlick, and Amaranth, what are your characters' sexualities?
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Great.
Amaranth's probably Pan.
Okay. Dante, JT, can you hear us?
I got everything back, but basically as soon as I got charisma saving throw, and then you started describing, and then everything went robotic on me.
No worries. So everybody but Cyanus is affected, and I need to know what Dante's particular brand of sexuality is, dear.
He's. Oh man, I didn't even think about this. I mean, I flirt with everything that has a pair of legs, but honestly, I think it's more of, like, just straight,
Okay.
hetero-flexible.
Hetero-flexible, fair enough,
There
fair
you go.
enough. Okay, so in Corlick and Dante's case, you're straight, but you're not blind. Okay? Whatever he has on looks really sharp on him. And aesthetically, you can appreciate that this man is handsome.
I don't like where this is going.
Amaranth!
Yeah?
Drop trow, and here you go.
You find yourself, despite the previous distrust and animosity you felt towards Koss, you find yourself a little bit more enamored of the man, maybe understanding what it is that Adira sees in him.
Hmm.
Cos Arcus takes one look at you, looks at her husband, looks back at you, and just she's in the same boat as Dante and Korlik. She's straight, not blind. But she prefers them with a little bit of scales.
I have no idea what this does, so I'm just kind of like looking at everyone staring at me. I'm like,
Everyone looking at you.
Looking at you, looking at me from across the room.
Man, I'm so disappointed Adira's not here for this.
oh, don't you worry. I was
I've
looking
seen
for
that guy
Adira
before. He's
anyway.
so dangerous.
By the way, Cos,
Good there, Cos.
For the record, that is a DC 15 charisma save on that cologne.
How long does it last on my
Um,
person?
On your person for that particular bit, it's 10 minutes. For
Okay.
at the strength where it would affect people, it's 10 minutes.
Sure. Comfort sent me new clothes.
Comfort has an eye for detail. Give him that.
That he does.
Very
Physically trying to
talented.
choke down any kind of feelings they might have.
You're looking really good. I gotta admit that.
You look good.
Sharp.
These fit a lot better than what I had.
What? I just look over to Amaranth. What? Cat's got your tongue?
No, I'm saying what I think about it.
And what is it that you think about it?
Y'all are weird this morning.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
just,
not
Just
weird.
go do what I said last time. Go do what I said yesterday, because I know you didn't do it.
honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't remember. I was in the forge for a while yesterday. I'm gonna get some food and I'm gonna head upstairs. And I'm gonna grab.
You
a
should
plate
probably
of food.
stop in to thank Adira and let her know that Comfort sent you this beautiful outfit.
Yeah.
There
You
was
got to show everybody.
There was a note?
There was a note which partially needs to be shown to Adira in my package, so I have to bring that to her anyway.
Absolutely.
Dante and
What's the news?
exchange knowing looks.
Should we give you a couple hours?
Comfort's baby is here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Well done.
A
Thank God.
beautiful tiny blue tiefling.
Aw.
It's a girl that they've decided to name Sapphire, and I will pull out the portrait and show everybody.
Aw.
I'll walk over to the group and show them
Wait,
the portrait.
give it to you. I grab it. Oh, that is adorable. Yep, she looks like a father. Probably as big of a shit as he is too. So
Damn, Dante said fuck them kids.
what?
I just pictured Dante like, give it here, and swiping it from fucking Cos's hand.
Playing with something in the air.
If you crinkle that, a deer will probably kill you.
I'm not going to crinkle anything. I treat everything with absolute respect. You talk to me that way.
But yeah, I'll let everyone look at the photo while I grab a plate of food. And then I am going to...
Careful, JT.
Big old stretch. Oh, wait. Because I'm a cat.
Ooh, big stretch.
Yeah.
Big stretch.
But I'm going to let them all look at the photo while I grab a plate of food, and then I'm going to go try and hunt down Adira to deliver this message.
Sure.
All right, it's a couple hours.
It shouldn't take that long to give her a photo and a note.
It takes
And
you.
I walk away.
No. You are past your time. A lot, like your allotted time for the effects of that. your day's spritz of cologne. So when you go see her, she's not gonna have to make that saving throw.
No, that I wasn't expecting it.
Too cocky there, Q.
He goes to his room. Trenches
Just
the whole thing.
reapplies it.
Walks up to the door, sprays the door, walks away. Sorry, knocks on the door and then runs away. Adira opens the door, has to make a saving throw for nothing.
And they're like, oh, she's
Th-
allergic. Fun fact.
This is a good door. Holy shit.
Oh shit, who did this with us? Who has a screwdriver?
Who has a screwdriver?
Just use my
Jesus,
sword, I guess.
this episode is a disaster.
I love it.
You
I'm
think we were gonna
gonna-
go anywhere? Hell no.
I'm
You know
gonna-
what though? I'm really glad that this is our last episode before Christmas because this is a good
Mhm.
note.
This is a
Mhm.
lot of fun RP today. I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Mm-hmm.
too,
However,
yeah.
Koss, go test your armor because you guys are ready to move on.
Yeah, I gotta go get this note to Adira, and then that was my plan.
Do it.
That's seeing as she wasn't at the table, I'm gonna guess her room first. Head up there and knock on the door.
Yeah, she'll answer it. She just doesn't call through. She just doesn't call through the door. She just opens the door. Oh, us. Glad to see you're up and
It
looking very fresh. I see.
Comfort sent me a care package.
Was that the package?
It was. There was something I think you'd love to see in there as well.
Oh,
And I'm going to hand her the portrait. It looks like Comfort's child is here. Little baby
Adira,
Sapphire.
it's your goddaughter.
oh, she's perfect. Oh, he asked me to be godmother. You know.
I think you told me that.
Oh, she's so cute.
I'm going to fold the bottom of the note over so it's just about the baby and show it to Adira to read.
Mm-hmm.
You're just holding that part. What does that say? Don't worry about it.
Oh, he named her Sapphire. She is perfect like a gem. Oh,
Pardon
I'm
the
so
pun.
happy he could be there for her when she was born. I'm glad he made it in time.
Me too. I'm glad he thought to send us a photo.
Can I borrow this for a little bit? I'll give it back. I'm
I'm
gonna
pretty
resketch it.
sure-
I guess.
I'm pretty sure, to be honest, this was for you.
Oh. Oh, she's so chubby. Okay.
And he sent me this really weird cologne. Smells good though.
What I can tell, yes, you don't smell like the forge.
It's weird. I tried it
Just
out
to
when I went down for food, and everyone was looking at me real weird.
Well, everybody but Cyanus.
Everyone but Cyanus was looking at me real weird.
Oh,
I think
Ah.
I don't know if everyone slept well last night or something. I don't know. Something was just off.
Oh my god, why are they so oblivious?
Because that's how I built him.
I know!
Sneaks over, locks the door from the other side.
pushes
Lulu.
Koss
Lulu
in.
needs to, push them together.
Accidentally, poof.
Exactly. Hits Adira, so, Koss has to catch her.
A good left trying to. I think Corlick would be able to push Adira over. I don't know
Hey,
if
cool.
Amaranth or Lulu or any of it or Tante would be able to. Oh, little chunky baby. I keep looking at the picture. Um,
And Amaranth keeps pestering me that I need to come talk to you about something.
they do.
They brought it up yesterday, and then were insistent upon it this morning.
Ah, you did remember, you bastard.
I will have to
You're not here.
go talk to them about that later. Hmm.
So you didn't have something to talk to me about?
No,
What's the secret password?
yeah, me sitting here like
A and K forever.
I mean, I know what the password is.
um
If you ask
You
me, I'll
told
write
me,
it on
did
the
I
back
write
of
it
that piece
down?
of paper.
yeah, me sitting here like there was an issue yesterday actually, and just for my sake and I think a little bit of my sanity, you remember the password we came up with, right?
I do, in case Dante was having fun with his hat.
Yes. Mhm.
And you'll hear a voice in your head with the password.
Everyone's sitting here like, I want to know it, and it's just like, no, in your head. Fuck that. Um,
Blueberry pancakes.
perfect. Yes, Dante showed up to my room yesterday and I guess decided to play a little bit with the hat. Actually, I wanted to say thank you um, for the item you crafted me. I found it in my bag. I'm not too sure when you hid it in there.
Before the noodle cold. When we took a nap.
I should have guessed that would have been a very good time to do it. Um, I was worried that I had it in my bag for quite a long time and didn't realize it.
You'd find it eventually.
I do empty my bag out every once in a while.
Usually when you're looking for drawing stuff.
Yes. Which also reminds me, I keep mixing up their names. Cyanus is the one I saw about the day of heart, right?
Yep.
Perfect. I may have scared Cyanus for a moment, to which the copy of the armor of your armor that he drew got a nice big ink or paint line in it. So I gave him the sketch that I had.
Sure. I also gave him a line to a direct source to learn more about it.
Oh, um, probably won't even need that sketch for long then. Thank you
At
for.
least... Oh, go ahead.
Go. It's fine.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
At least it will help him in his search for knowledge whenever he goes topside again.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll see them at some point. Uh, he's asked if I would do a portrait of him and his wife, so later in time. Unimportant things, I guess.
Sure. Was the note with the amulet sufficient for you to know what it does?
Yes. I've worn it. I've attuned to it, so I'll be sure to. And she actually has it on now. I'll be sure to keep it on me just in case it is needed during a battle. I hope to not go down again, but
You are usually the one making sure we are up and well, and hopefully that keeps you able to do so. We wouldn't be where we are without your support.
Thank you. I'm glad I could be helpful. It's what I came to, here to do. So
Dante would love to be trying to hear this conversation going. No?
No,
corner.
no, I'm gonna say no to that one. I'm gonna let them have their wholesome, oblivious conversation with each other.
You doing all
Y'all
right?
can get them married in the middle of combat later.
We're about to die or something.
You doing all right there, Adira? You're kind of blue today.
I'm always blue.
More so
I don't.
in the cheeks today.
I can feel as if gosh, I don't know the right words. Comfort told me something one night. And I feel like if I not that I don't feel like if I don't do it, like he'll be mad at me. I feel like he's like in this perpetual state of upsetness with me, even on different planes. But he and a couple other people in the party, told me to just go for it, I guess. Uh, and she will lean up on her tippy toes and give him a quick kiss.
Aren't we like the same height?
You are a little bit taller.
Okay.
Just a little bit, but you are a little bit taller.
I have
It
relevant
took
video for this.
almost 14 episodes, but here we are.
Between not having session and not having the right people I wanted to have conversations with, here we are. A very quick and gentle kiss for Koss. And then she'll lean back. Tekka.
That's okay. I know for a fact that Mira is losing her shit because she is an angst gremlin and loves slow burns, and this fuels her.
I'm waiting for the trap card to just be invisibility, so she's just kind of watching Koss now, I guess, as she
Adira
just
slams
moves
the
back.
door behind him. You can't run.
The doorway, she can't run.
Nope. He's just kind of processing for a second.
The math meme.
Meanwhile, Adira's
Yes.
like, "Oh my god, what'd I do?"
All of
I'm
the
like,
math.
wow, I just fucked up. She just like little stammering, like, I'm sorry.
I'm not wearing my armor, friend.
Flies
But
towards you.
that would
And on
be
you.
crazy. I can't concentrate with this chat right now. I'm just
Chat's
now,
the best.
I'm now imagining Koss's armor like Venus flytrap, just like
Oh,
This chat is
Ugh.
horny for romance.
I guess so. Holy crap. Koss is
It's
gonna
okay. I have an idea. Don't worry about your armor. It's fine.
Koss is gonna look Adira in the eye.
Mm,
And, you know, I'm glad you feel the same way. And I'm gonna lean in and return the peck
Oh.
and give you a big hug.
Adira like sitting there like, well, I didn't think I'd get this far. Just calling upon a god like, please.
She's like, oh my god, third base.
Torm shows up. You really want my help with this?
Adira like screaming. All of a
This
sudden
is
out
what
of
you
nowhere.
call me for? Really?
Adira just
Adira, do you actually call out to a god for
No.
help because you're panicking?
I mean, I don't think she'd be like actively calling for a god, but a god is probably like
Brex is just chilling out.
Brex is just like,
You know what? No. You want to know what's happening? Not that any of you are aware of this, because this is funny. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What's occurring is that there is a group of gods gathered in Brexta's domain,
Eating
watching this as they all sip tea, except for Torm, who is drinking ale.
They're all sitting there going, ooh, I can't wait to bring this up next time we talk.
And they're all just. And then you watch as Torm is actually handed a lot of, like, currency because they were betting on this. Because they're gods and they have nothing better to do.
Torm was rooting for you.
me sitting here like,
Hang on, let
Surprise
me
the
see if I
storm.
can. I actually brought the cootie catcher home with me. I just couldn't find what pocket of my D&D bags I put it in.
oh, I don't want to call in a god. I don't want to talk to anybody.
But
Please.
Koss gives you a very large hug. He lets go of the hug and he's got a big smile on his face.
Adira just blew.
Invisible.